Do you want to succeed and make the most of your playthrough? Of course you do. Printing money, infinite clay, and beer. All in this video. Let's get started. Wild bait is actually highly underrated. Once you finally unlock wild bait by befriending Linus to 4 hearts, you'll see that the in-game description says that wild bait will give you a small chance to catch 2 fish at the same time. This is surprisingly reliable, and it even works on legendary fish. However, wild bait can do more than just that. Wild bait has a secret and it's time to reveal it. Wild bait will not only allow you to catch 2 fish at once, but it will also reduce the time in between bites. Wild bait is 25% more effective than regular bait. Wild bait is expensive to craft, but it is seriously worth it if you are looking to catch tons of valuable fish. If you pair that with bubbles, you will never stop catching fish. Leverage that with wild bait, it's worth it. Super fast tip, you will get these 2 rare crows from donating artifacts to the museum. If an unfortunate accident were to happen with a bomb and you lost these 2 rare crows, there is still a way to get them back. If you have already unlocked them, you can buy them at the night market at the magic bait shop over here. You can obtain multiple pearls from the mermaid show at the night market. Just click the shells in the sequence to get a nice free pearl that sells for 2,500 gold. Then get another character in split screen and get another one. Do this forever for infinite money. Nice. Another quick one, don't forget to turn on the advanced crafting setting. This is a nice little quality of life feature. It will show you how many resources you have, how many times you have crafted something, and most importantly, it will also show you how many of an item you can craft with the resources in your inventory. It also works with workbenches, which is a nice added bonus. I saw this post on Reddit the other day and it's quite interesting. Wild seeds are pretty useful. You will get a few of them as a reward for completing the community center, and you can also craft them using forageables. Wild seeds are useful for when you want to boost your foraging experience, and yeah, it's not bad. Did you know that forageables that grow from wild seeds can look dead? Yeah, during the second stage of a wild seed's growth, it can look like this. It looks pretty dead, but do not worry. It's not dead, it's perfectly fine. Just keep it watered and let it grow. Don't be alarmed, this is perfectly normal. The dresser furniture item is more than just a simple decorative piece. It can actually operate as a storage device for all of your clothing, hats, shoes, and most importantly, your rings. Storing these items in your dresser will save you a ton of space since it has unlimited space. However, did you know that you can pick up your fully loaded dresser and bring it with you on your adventures? Yeah, so if you need to swap out some rings, change your shoes, or even change your drip, you can. The only problem is that you can only place a dresser indoors. This is quite a limitation, but it's not that bad. You can place it inside of any house, on this floor in the regular mines, and on this floor in the skull cavern. You can also place it on the forge floor in the volcano. This is pretty useful when it's suddenly really dark and you need a swap out for your sunset. This is 2 iridium bands combined with 2 glowstone rings. The sun has arrived. Before we continue, here is an interesting question. You can check your TV for tomorrow's weather in Stardew Valley. This makes sense. There are weather forecasts who report on that, but they will also report the weather for Ginger Island. But who the heck is reporting the weather for Ginger Island? Strange. After restoring the island resort on Ginger Island, you will gain access to the Pirate Cove. If you come to the Pirate Cove after 8 p.m. on an even day, a bunch of pirates will be in there. Very cool. In the Pirate Cove is a small bar. The bartender does not recognize you as a pirate, so he does not want to serve you. However, if you come here with a pirate-themed hat, the bartender will actually give you a free serving of mead. You can do this every 2 days as long as it's not raining. The Dance of the Moonlight Jellies is definitely my favorite Stardew Valley event. The music is awesome and you can see this glowing jellyfish swim about. out. But you can see these guys again, and often. You can find them all over the ocean on Ginger Island, but only during winter. Somehow, I never actually noticed them, but yeah, they are all over the place during winter as long as it isn't raining. You can even see them in the Pirate Cove. Finding all of the golden walnuts is a pretty frustrating task. One of the more annoying ones is the gem bird puzzle. You need to wait for it to rain, find the gem bird, and place a gem on the corresponding stone. But what if the gem birds are trolling you and you can't get the lost one? Well, rain totems that are used on Ginger Island will cause gem birds to come on the next day. Go get that lost gem and go get those golden walnuts. It is true that chopping down a tree and leaving the stump will result in you maximizing your foraging experience and saving your energy. This is what my farm looks like after I did this. But it is important to note that tree stumps will never grow back into a full tree, so you should still eventually clear these out. However, this is important. Trees that naturally grow outside of your farm, like these by the Cindersap Forest, will regrow automatically after a few days. But they cannot regrow if they are left as stumps. So never, and I mean never, leave these natural trees as stumps. Always chop them down all the way for the quickest regrowth rate. Deluxe retaining soil and garden pots are a match made in heaven. They work so well together. The problem is that both of these require clay to craft, and getting large quantities of clay is not that easy unless you use this exploitative clay farming method. All you need to do is bring your hoe and your pickaxe to the beach and hoe this spot right over here. Hoe it and then hit it with a pickaxe until you get a single piece of clay. Then go up by one tile and then to the right by 2 tiles. Hoe that spot for another piece of clay. Keep doing this until you have hoed 6 times. Then go to the left until you are aligned with your first clay spot and hoe that for a piece of clay. Then go up by 1 tile and to the left by 2 tiles and hoe that spot for another piece of clay. Do this until you have hoed 4 times. Then hoe directly above your first clay tile and to the left 6 times. Then above the top row as well. Then go to the second clay spot, go down by 1 and to the left by 1 and hoe that for a piece of clay. Continue 6 times, then go to the left until it is lined up with your new first clay spot. This pattern continues indefinitely, but I am pretty new to this technique, so check out this video in the description below for a better explanation. It's a little bit tricky to be honest, but you can get hundreds pieces of clay by using this method. Note that if you do this in winter, you will only get winter forageables instead of clay. Do you want to literally print money and scam Pierre in the process? Of course you do. This next step is stolen straight from Blade, but his explanation is better, so go check his video out. Okay, so this is what you do. Get a ton of artisan goods, as much as you possibly can. Wine, truffle oil, flower honey, stockpile it all until you have stacks of the stuff. Make sure that you have the artisan profession. Sell all of your artisan goods to Pierre. Do not use the shipping bin. Then immediately go back to the Statue of Uncertainty and reset your farming profession. Sleep and pick the agriculture profession and purchase the artisan goods back from Pierre. Now that you have the artisan goods back, reset your profession using the Statue of Uncertainty again, but this time pick the artisan profession at level 10 farming. Now you can sell those goods back to Pierre at an increased rate. This will result in you scamming Pierre and making more money. You can continue to do this over and over again for maximum unethical profits. To make the most out of this, only sell 1 stack of a certain type of artisan goods at a time, and no more than 11 types of items at a time. Now go scam Pierre and become a billionaire. Thanks for watching. Check out these 2 videos. Both are great, but which will you click on? Either way, see you in the next video.